thing that seemed most important to us early on was the fact that this site was on Montrose Boulevard. And Montrose is the main thoroughfare in Houston. We knew that we were going to have a drive-by audience. And the fact that, that we wanted to make a piece that could be seen from the outside rather than an installation that someone had to come into the house. So we approached the house and the structure itself more as a big object to bore into.
Because of the visibility of the piece and the exposure it's had, it's really brought an art out to the public that most people, or the general public, may not necessarily experience on a regular basis. The thousands and thousands of people that come by here may have never been to the Contemporary Arts Museum or the MFA or even into the Art League here. So they're getting exposure to art, and I think it's really able to open people's eyes about what art can be, what public art can be.
This has been condemned, and so it's going away. It has no other function in the owner's mind, and so we take something that has no value and give it new value.
We built this structure knowing that people were going to enter into it. On the other hand, you know, it does fall back 80 feet to about a 2-foot diameter exit on the far end. The number of people have just been willing to go through here, crawl into it, get down on their hands and knees and drag themselves out the far end has been pretty amazing. We've had to do some restructuring along the way because of that traffic. That's been pretty interesting, a real defining aspect of the piece. Whether or not people want to step into it, whether they want to ignore the do not enter signs.
I think that's the interesting thing. It's either a tourist trap or like a pilgrimage, you know. We got people coming here that see all kinds of things in this piece, from just a great photo opportunity to a change in their life because they crawled through this hole.
Caught people on the phone, calling their friends. Man, you gotta get down here. I don't care what you're doing. You gotta get up right now, get down here. No, you gotta do it right now. Get over here. Been several of those.
And you don't really find that in an art gallery very often, you know. I think one of the things that happens to such a public piece is that it gets attachments. A lot of people have attachments to this project. I try to detach myself from the aspect of its being an object that needs to be saved. I see these projects as very ephemeral. The fact that it is going to disappear plays off the memory capacity of the viewer. If the viewer knows a piece of artwork is going to be gone in a week, they're going to think about it differently than if they know that this piece is going to be here for 10 years.
Most people are disappointed that it's going to have an end date, that it's going to go away. But like Dan said, we're okay with that. That's the way we approached it. It's part of the process for us. We're looking forward to that as really just another part of the process. There have been people talking about, you know, what can we do to save it, pick the houses up, move them somewhere else. You know, that really takes it completely out of context. One of the really vital things to this project is all these people standing around looking at it, the traffic going by, the flow of traffic that it creates, the eddies of people and cars spinning around the neighborhood to come back and look at it again. If we pick these places up and put it in an open field somewhere, it's just really not the same piece. I'm not sure we're comfortable with that. I think we just as soon have somebody give us the next opportunity and move on. Mm-hmm.